Hi, this is TJ Waters. Welcome to the first of two book trailers where I'm going to explain a little bit about me and my new series, The Suicide Squad. I'll start with a little bit about me. I am a former agency officer undercover. Wrote a book in 2007 called Class 11 about my experience inside CIA. It's now number 2 on the agency's list of recommended reading for new employees, so I see a nice spike in sales whenever they bring a new cadre on. I then wrote a book called High Performance about business intelligence, which the agency invited me to come in and speak to them about after it was published, adapting some of the business world's techniques and tactics for government purposes. And then I also was a instructor for about 5 years in a CIA-sponsored Intel program at Eckerd College, where they created an intelligence degree, a 4-year degree program as a pilot, to get people prepared, better prepared for joining the CIA and other intelligence community agencies with a 4-year degree. That program has gone on now to be expanded and is available in a number of universities and schools around the country. So it was really quite something to be a part of it when it was first starting out. What makes me the CIA's favorite novelist is that I make the CIA the good guys. That seems to be a real novelty as of late, because every book and every movie that comes out, the CIA is always the bad guy. I'm really tired of it. I'm tired of our own citizens, our own neighbors, being the bad guys in some of these depictions. I'm also kind of tired of the lone wolf, angry white guy is how the CIA is always depicted. Maybe that was true back in the 60s, but it certainly is not true now, and I just think it needs to be better characterized. What I wanted to do was create an ensemble cast of characters, fictionalizing real case officers that I know, friends of mine that are still in this world, still in this community, doing the kind of work that needs to be done, with all the good, bad, and the ugly that goes with it. I decided to do it in digital only because a couple of years ago, one of the last nonfiction books I did on intelligence was about the intelligence operations of the NFL, the National Football League. It was an ebook companion to a traditionally published print book, and this was just about the NFL. Well, it became wildly popular with troops in Iraq and Afghanistan, and the next thing I know, I was invited on a USO tour with a bunch of football coaches. It was just an ebook, very small, 33 pages, and it got me on a USO tour. So it really had a profound effect on me, both as a person and as a writer, going out and meeting some of those young troops in the field, especially in combat operations. And I came back and talked to a number of writers like Michael Connolly, Jim Swain, Joe Conrath, folks like that, and they were all experimenting with this new digital-only format. As I was doing my research, I also noticed there's been a real trend in cutting down the length of the books. Not the story, but just the length. 100,000 words is simply too long. People were looking for something a little shorter that they could read in a few hours, but that doesn't really fit the format that a lot of publishers are looking for. Readers like them, but publishers don't. But since it's digital only, there's a real renaissance going on. If you go back and look at what a novella really is, about 45,000 words, some of the biggest names in literature that we come to accept as being major novels of our time were really novellas. A River Runs Through It, Jekyll and Hyde, a personal favorite, Casino Royale. So I was looking at that and just thinking, well, gee, if I was going to do a new series with CIA mysteries, how would I go about doing it? And that's when I decided to try this digital orientation. Being digital also lets me do things like this. I can do author appearances over Skype and Ustream anywhere in the world. A mystery book club. I've done book events over the radio and had a lot of fun doing it. I have storyboards for all 3 of the first part of the series available on Pinterest, which has been a lot of fun. And I can also use a company called Photography to autograph copies of the ebook for anybody who would like one. So I invite you, if this sounds of interest, I will be more than happy to send you a free copy of the first book in the series, The Suicide Squad. You can go to my website at tjwaters.com and click on the Photography logo and fill in the information. Or you can drop me a note at tj@tjwaters.com and I will send you a free autographed copy. So with that, the second video is going to talk a little bit about the Suicide Squad and the 5 friends of mine that I've now fictionalized to create the series.